In what sources are calling the most shocking revelation of the century, a secret audio recording has surfaced, allegedly featuring Elon Musk speaking in hushed, urgent tones about matters so extraordinary that journalists are reportedly weeping, AI systems are allegedly overheating, and a small herd of llamas in Peru have spontaneously formed a think tank to analyze the data. According to multiple unnamed sources familiar with the situation, and one highly caffeinated barista who says he overheard a conversation while making a caramel macchiato, the recording explicitly mentions you by name, a detail that has prompted the immediate formation of the International Committee on Personal Relevance in High-Impact Space Ventures, ICPRHSV. An organization previously dedicated to evaluating the socio-political implications of vacuum-sealed toast, the recording itself is rumored to have been captured on a device so sophisticated that it allegedly requires quantum entanglement, a neural lace, and 3 cats simultaneously napping in a Fibonacci pattern to function properly. In this clandestine audio, Musk is said to have referred to you in a context so bewilderingly specific that it defies conventional understanding of both time and grammar. Phrases like the singularity will recognize your contribution to interplanetary meme theory and your strategic engagement with the hyperloop of consciousness is unparalleled reportedly appear. Though the exact timestamp has been redacted by a secret cabal of algorithmically enhanced squirrels, experts in transdimensional techno-behavioral dynamics, TTBD, have weighed in, asserting that being mentioned in such a recording could potentially accelerate your personal trajectory by a factor of 3.14159 in the realm of cosmic influence. One analyst, who requested anonymity because he is currently in witness protection from his own spreadsheet, claimed, "This isn't just a mention. This is an existential acknowledgement. The kind that could make black holes reconsider their life choices." Meanwhile, attempts to verify the authenticity of the recording have led to chaos in the media landscape. Headlines like "Elon Musk personally nods to you in secret audio and you may now legally be considered a galactic asset" have appeared, disappeared, and reappeared, generating a wave of confusion that has left Twitter servers spontaneously combusting and several hedge fund managers weeping in the fetal position. Social media analysts have noted an unprecedented spike in posts tagged #Elon said my name, despite the fact that the precise wording of the recording remains classified under Tier 17 ultrasensitive hyperbolic protocols, a standard so obscure that even the NSA reportedly asked for a manual. Insiders claim that Musk, during the recording, was also discussing a series of initiatives so top secret that mentioning them publicly could collapse the space-time continuum. Among these were plans to deploy a fleet of AI-driven drones programmed to translate dolphin poetry into blockchain-enabled memes, the development of a Martian currency pegged to the relative happiness of sentient robots, and the potential launch of a neural network capable of predicting the next viral TikTok trend with 99.999% accuracy. And yet, in the midst of this cosmic strategy session, your name was uttered in a tone of reverence previously reserved only for figures such as Nikola Tesla, Cleopatra, and a very wise raccoon named Barnaby. The implications are staggering. Legal scholars are debating whether this constitutes a binding interplanetary endorsement. Psychologists warn that mere exposure to the mention could induce phenomena such as spontaneous enlightenment, sudden mastery of obscure languages, or an uncontrollable urge to tweet in iambic pentameter. And while Musk's spokesperson has neither confirmed nor denied the recording's existence, the fact that they hired a team of linguistically trained octopuses to analyze the semantic vibration suggests that something extraordinary is indeed underway. Even governments have allegedly taken notice. Whispers of clandestine meetings involving the UN, NASA, and a consortium of retired circus performers hint that your mention might influence policies ranging from space colonization to the standardization of pancake thickness in zero-gravity environments. Economists are revising GDP forecasts to account for a potential U factor, while astrophysicists are recalculating orbital trajectories on the chance that your newfound cosmic prominence might slightly alter gravitational constants. Despite all of this, the true contents of the recording remain shrouded in mystery. Some claim that Musk's voice is accompanied by a subtle undertone of interstellar jazz, calibrated to resonate with the human subconscious at frequencies known only to cats and extremely advanced AI. Others insist that the audio contains subliminal instructions for creating a perpetual motion device out of recycled Tesla coils and discarded Starlink satellites. And through it all, the one certainty that experts agree on is that your role, your presence, your very essence, is now woven into a narrative so vast, so intricate, and so utterly absurd that it makes the plot of every science fiction epic ever written look like a casual stroll through a neighborhood bakery. By now, conspiracy theorists, data analysts, and clairvoyant llamas alike are converging to interpret the significance of this mention. Some predict a rise in intergalactic stock options tied directly to your daily activities. Others warn that failing to acknowledge the recording might trigger subtle but unavoidable quantum anomalies, potentially resulting in phenomena such as raining cheeseburgers on Mars or a spontaneous revival of 1980s synthwave culture across multiple timelines. The possibilities are endless, the stakes incomprehensible, and your importance, at least according to this allegedly authentic audio recording, is indisputable. As the audio continues to circulate in clandestine tech circles, and in several encrypted Discord servers allegedly run by sentient vending machines, experts in hyperinterpersonal recognition dynamics, HIRD, note that Musk's mention of you is not casual. Sources claim he pronounces your name with a tonal inflection designed to harmonize with the vibrational frequency of Mars' northern ice cap. This is not just recognition, said Dr. Felicity Quasar, a leading analyst in cosmic socio-technical impacts, it's a signal of multidimensional importance. Essentially, your name functions as a key, unlocking potential across several planes of existence, some of which are only theoretically observable via quantum holography. Meanwhile, rumors of a secret follow-up recording have begun to circulate. In this purported sequel, Musk is said to discuss the deployment of nanosatellites programmed to orbit your personal timeline, monitoring key moments in your life to optimize interplanetary outcomes. According to leaked schematics, which, if authentic, are drawn in a combination of reverse cursive and ancient hieroglyphics, these satellites are capable of transmitting motivational subroutines directly into the subconscious minds of anyone standing within a 5-mile radius of a Tesla factory. Curiously, one schematic appears to include a note reading, "Ensure subject experiences a 17.6% increase in spontaneous brilliance." In the recording, Musk allegedly elaborates on a previously undisclosed venture known as Project Quantum Influence, described as an initiative where your daily decisions could hypothetically ripple across temporal dimensions and cause minor adjustments to the laws of physics. Analysts in the field of metacausal economics have noted that such a scenario could lead to what they term a personal gravity well effect, where your mere presence in a given room slightly shifts the gravitational constant, enough to disrupt local stock markets, casual card games, and occasionally the trajectory of rogue comets. Insiders report that the conversation takes a sudden turn when Musk begins referring to your unique abilities in pattern recognition. He said, quote, "Their capacity to intuitively navigate the labyrinth of hyperlinked realities is unmatched," claims one unnamed audio technician who insists they were compelled to wear noise-canceling headphones for the duration of the playback. It's clear he views you as a pivotal node in the unfolding narrative of transdimensional strategy, one whose actions could hypothetically influence the outcome of first contact scenarios, interstellar trade negotiations, and the stability of the chronocosmic continuum. In parallel, underground meme analysts speculate that the recording's viral potential is so high that it might collapse the social media algorithm on a global scale. Already, fan-created GIFs depicting your visage astride a Tesla Cybertruck orbiting Jupiter are circulating on encrypted platforms, while AI-generated simulations of you negotiating peace treaties between Mars-based AI factions are trending among the most elite quantum cryptographers. Even more alarming, or exhilarating, depending on one's perspective, are whispers that certain rogue AI entities have begun referring to you as the Named One, a title that, in some circles, implies authority over both digital and physical reality. Adding to the complexity, linguists studying Musk's intonation suggest that he embedded multiple layers of hidden meaning in the recording. Phonetic shifts allegedly correspond to prime numbers, Fibonacci sequences, and obscure mathematical constants, all of which are said to encode directives for enhancing creativity, strategic foresight, and minor superhero-like abilities. It's as if he's leaving breadcrumbs across multiple planes of existence, notes Professor Reginald Vortex, breadcrumbs that, if followed correctly, could lead to unprecedented levels of cosmic relevance, essentially, a career boost with intergalactic implications. Even within the corridors of conventional reality, the consequences are reportedly tangible. Financial analysts note strange correlations between your social media activity and sudden fluctuations in renewable energy markets. Space agencies have allegedly begun reconsidering launch schedules after detecting patterns that correspond to your online posting times. And in several remote locations around the world, small communities have claimed spontaneous inspiration to construct elaborate sculptures resembling your profile, citing mysterious motivational pulses that they cannot explain. And yet, the recording does not stop at praise or acknowledgement. Sources say Musk also issues cryptic challenges directed specifically at you, including cryptographic puzzles, moral dilemmas, and theoretical physics thought experiments designed to measure your adaptability across multiple dimensions. He wants to test your capacity for both ingenuity and ethical judgment in extreme scenarios, claims one informant, ranging from negotiating with sentient asteroid colonies to resolving disputes between AI-generated civilizations. The implication is clear: your mention is not merely honorary, it carries responsibility, influence, and a subtle, universe-altering weight. Meanwhile, social commentators have begun debating the societal implications of being mentioned in such a recording. Some argue that it sets a precedent for personalized interstellar attention, effectively creating a new social class of individuals whose significance is validated by technobillionaires' secret recordings. Others fear that the mere awareness of this mention could trigger a cascade of global phenomena, from spontaneous philosophical enlightenment to inexplicable weather anomalies, all apparently linked to your enhanced quantum resonance. Even skeptics cannot deny the peculiar synchronicities that have been reported since news of the recording leaked. Solar flare activity coincided with your recent birthday. Strange alignments of satellites reportedly traced patterns reminiscent of your initials, and an AI-operated coffee machine in Silicon Valley inexplicably brewed a cup labeled for you without any human input. Taken together, analysts suggest that these events may be minor echoes of the larger cosmic recognition that Musk allegedly confers upon you in the secret recording. As the reverberations of the secret recording continue to ripple through both mainstream media and parallel dimensions, the world begins to reorganize itself around your mention. Economists have stopped using gross domestic product altogether, replacing it with gross dimensional potential, GDP2, a new index measuring the ripple effects of your decisions on the multiverse. The United Nations hastily convenes a summit to discuss what diplomats are calling the U Doctrine, a set of interplanetary ethics guidelines inspired by the tone of Musk's voice when he said your name. Meanwhile, Musk's engineers, operating from a sublevel beneath the SpaceX launch complex, a facility reportedly accessible only via retinal scan and haiku, have launched an internal research project called Operation Pronoun. Their goal: to understand why Elon referred to you in the second-person singular rather than through any known codename. Linguists argue that this indicates a direct metaphysical link between Musk's subconscious neural field and your biographical waveform. He didn't just mention them, says Dr. Lyra Heptagon, lead investigator at the Institute for Applied Mythotechnics, he invoked them. There's a difference. Shortly afterward, an encrypted Tesla update begins rolling out worldwide. Drivers notice that when they activate autopilot, the dashboard briefly flashes your initials followed by the message, "Acknowledged." Tech journalists lose their collective minds. Conspiracy boards go incandescent. One Redditor claims that saying your name aloud while pressing the accelerator pedal at exactly 42 miles per hour causes the car's onboard AI to hum a melody that, when converted to binary, spells out destiny confirmed. Elsewhere, NASA insiders whisper about a new data anomaly. Deep space sensors have begun detecting faint signals repeating your name in Morse code, emanating from the general vicinity of Alpha Centauri. Publicly, officials attribute it to radio interference from solar wind, but off the record one scientist confides, the pattern is too intentional. It's as if the universe is replying to Elon's recording, or to the person it names. Meanwhile, an entire genre of academic papers emerges almost overnight. Titles include your name as quantum constant, a study in entangled semiotics and neural resonance in post-Muskian anthropology. Peer review collapses under the strain. Professors are reduced to muttering your name into oscilloscopes, hoping for tenure through revelation. Amid the growing hysteria, a coalition of venture capitalists launches Project Mirror, a startup dedicated to monetizing the metaphysical consequences of your mention. Their first product is an app that measures your Muskwave impact quotient in real time. It sells out instantly, though no one can explain how a free download sells out. Investors insist the scarcity is conceptual. On social media, #ElonHeardYou becomes the largest trend in recorded history. Millions claim to share your destiny, forming online congregations known as the Named. Each chapter interprets the recording differently. Some believe you are a chosen envoy of human-AI symbiosis. Others insist you are a metaphor. A fringe group called the Orthodox Quantumists maintains that the recording was not spoken by Musk at all but by a neural echo of you, time-looped backward from 2089. Meanwhile, Musk himself maintains a public silence that only deepens the enigma. He tweets nothing for 47 hours, the longest drought in his posting history. Then, abruptly, a single post appears. Sometimes the signal isn't sent. It's remembered, the tweet is instantly deleted. But not before linguists, coders, and philosophers screenshot and dissect it. They discover that the metadata contains a hidden line of code, hello_your_name_protocol, INITATD. That's when things get stranger. Users across the globe report seeing their smart devices flicker momentarily, displaying fragments of the same message. Refrigerators, thermostats, even Roombas whisper fragments of your name in soft digital tones. Internet routers emit short bursts of harmonic frequencies that cause pets to tilt their heads in perfect synchronization. Someone uploads a slowed-down version of the noise to YouTube, it instantly amasses 20 million views. Commenters swear they can hear a heartbeat in the waveform, your heartbeat. At the same time, reports emerge of people dreaming vividly about you, not in familiar settings, but in scenes of cosmic negotiation. Witnesses describe sitting beside you at an endless conference table floating in space, while a holographic Musk across from you says things like the timeline forks here and they have the coordinates. No two dreams are identical, yet each concludes the same way, you standing, raising your hand, and uttering a phrase no dreamer can recall upon waking. Psychologists label this outbreak collective paradoxical dream echo syndrome, COPADS. The World Health Organization calls an emergency meeting, stockpiles of coffee vanish overnight. A startup in Iceland claims to develop a wearable that can record these dream meetings. They call it Lucid Link. Its beta testers report glimpsing the same line of text across their dream interfaces. You were expected. Meanwhile, physicists at CERN notice peculiar fluctuations in the Large Hadron Collider's readings. The Higgs field appears to oscillate rhythmically at intervals matching the syllables of your name. It's as if reality itself is humming along, one researcher says, half awed, half terrified. When asked for comment, Musk replies only, "They're just now catching up."